The Sultan has been questioned by the Yoruba League of Imams and Sheikhs. They told him, "Oga, we will not listen to you. You are not in any way our leader. You are not in any way, we are not in any way a subject to you, Fulanese." The Sultan has taken it, and he has taken it upon them now that nobody in Nigeria that practices Islam that will not listen to his orders and instructions. There are allegations now that the Sultan is about to take it upon them because it has been institutionalized that as far as Islam is concerned, the President General, the man who directs the course, the principles of Islam, is the Sultan. The Sultan has been made the lifetime president. He has been made the lifetime poster boy, and of course, the lifetime general overseer of Islam's across the nation. He alone can decide when the fasting of Ramadan will commence. He alone can decide when a Salah will be held. So those Yoruba elements who are crying wolf now, trying to say, we are Yoruba League of Imams, will not listen, the Sultan has sent a warning to them. That he understands that there is a political undertone. He understands that it is the Southwesterners, the Southwestern governors that are pushing. That they are the one pushing and emboldening them. That they will show them who they are. The Sultan has vowed. His own authority cannot be questioned. I mean, on various social media handles, you can see the Fulani youth who are saying that those that are saying that that they will decide the day of their Ramadan fasting, they are just ignorant and it will not hold. And indeed, I have seen some Yoruba Muslims also who have said that those Yoruba League of Imams who have set a date, they said March 1st, are jokers. I mean, because we have some Yoruba elements in Oyo, Ilorin, you know, in Iwo, who have been brainwashed. I mean, who are, I mean, willingly subjective to the Sultan. These are people who have said that we will not follow the Yoruba League of Imams. We will follow our Sultan. You know, so the Yoruba Leagues of Imams, they need a political backing. Because this, when we have always said it, that the Fulanis have an agenda. That agenda is to subject the Yorubas to the beck and call, to the whims and caprices of their leader. You know, we have always said it come out, but you know, when we say it, they say we want to divide the Muslim people. This, that. But when it became clear to them that it is now getting more dangerous was when the Sultan released a communique instructing, giving an order to all the Southwestern governors that you have no right to question any Islamic agenda in your territory. If we say we want to come and create a Sharia court, so be it, because it is constitutionalized. In the Constitution, it is said that it is written there that the Muslims can decide to have a Sharia court if they want it. And I, as the Sultan, who is the President General of Islamic Affairs in Nigeria, will give that authority, and you, the governors, have no right to question it. So you can see that you have the Nigerian Constitution on one side, the president, then you now have the President General of Islam. So what that means is that the President General of Islam can question, can argue that you as a state governor, you have no right to question the doings of Islam, of Muslims. You have no right. You get the point? So this issue going on in Sokoto, I am extremely happy. They want to turn the Southwest to another red zone. I mean, we are now reading in papers, in dailies, that they are discovering sleeper cells of Boko Haram, of terrorists, where they are grooming them, breeding them in Iwo, to be precise, Osun State. wherein they are indoctrinating them into the belief that it is Islam or nothing. Anybody that does otherwise should be brought down, should be unalived. Is the Sultan not aware of those things? You know, there is an adage that says that pikin wey no go allow im mama sleep, himself no go sleep. Let us reverse that adage. Papa wey talk say the pikin no go sleep, him man no go wait till him no go sleep. Today we have a situation going on in the north, called North, Sokoto and Zamfara. The northern youths have invaded the Emir Palace, burnished to ashes, citing the reasons that the terrorism in their land has gotten to the height that nobody can prosper if he does not join those terrorist groups. The emirs, whom have never been attacked for once, the emirs of Sokoto and Zamfara, they have never been attacked for once. So the youth have already understood that it seems the emirs are fully complicit in that terrorism going on in their territory. Because how come the palace of the emir, not for one day have gotten attacked? Not for one day have these bandits visited the emir palace to take one thing. But it is the common man that gets looted. It is the common man that gets raided. It is the common man that gets killed and their lives destroyed. So they came together in the north. I think they are waking up. You see, when it gets to a point, the hunter will become the bushmeat. And the bushmeat will start chasing the hunter. When insecurity festers in any environment for more than 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, those in charge of the securities are responsible. Because why would imagine Nigeria right now today is under lock and key, it's on a serious siege. And we are told that Abuja FCT, there's no everything there is relatively peaceful. Nothing is happening there. Not even across the borders. Not even along the borders in the inner areas of Abuja. Let's just assume. Wouldn't we start saying that it seems the people in Abuja are fully aware, they are responsible, or they are the ones that are sponsoring those terrorism? I am happy that the northern youths today are now getting well enlightened. But again, can I trust them? Can I trust them? And that's the point. Because when you see them lead some protest, before you know it, one imam will come out and then start telling them that, well, according to Sharia, you know, you are not supposed to question your leaders. This is haram. Why should you? Your leaders are duly appointed, anointed by God. You know, these are what they've used to finish them. They cannot think independently. They cannot think on their own. For them to think and take decisions, they have to, you know, there's always this recourse to the Quran. With Quran support this, a man-made document. You know, there have been so many conversations going on that Islam is a political ideology used to conquer and suppress, and of course, to cleanse the human mind. That Islam would not build you to be a critical thinker. You will be brainwashed to comply, to conform. So even when you see things that are against your wish, because you have been told by that religion that do not question the authority, then you would have to die in silence and die in that pain. I'm so, well, let me say I am temporarily impressed I am temporarily impressed. But can I say this can be sustained? I can't say. I can't say. I cannot say. Yes, I cannot say. Because the Sultan, who has been seen as the prominent leader of, okay, so El-Rufai shouting that nuts are the real kingmakers. Let us quickly go into history and see how Obasanjo won the 2003 election. Yeah, as you can see on my screen, as you can see that from what we have here, all the way from the middle belt down to the south, southeast and southwest, Obasanjo was able to get 24 million, while Buhari scored 12.49, approximately 12.49 million. And what does that mean? This simply means that a person like Peter Obi, who in the last election did not, not really bad, can win an election in Nigeria without the El-Rufais, without the Buharists, as it were. If you take a look at that map again, you will see that all the way from Plateau to your left, Kebbi, to your right, Bauchi, down to Taraba, down to the Kogi, Ilorin, Nasarawa, then to southwest, you can see that a candidate can always come from any of that region without the so-called Fulanis, issuing words of threat that no person, no man, no individual can become a Nigerian president if they do not endorse or vote for him massively. If El-Rufai comes out and be specific that they made Tinubu the president, I don't think anybody will agree. But it is insulting for El-Rufai to sit on an high horse and thinking he's dishing out orders and threats that nobody can become a president if the Norths do not vote for him. Now, for El-Rufai's information, and this information even goes beyond El-Rufai, this goes to all the Fulani caliphates, all the Fulani oligarchs, all the Fulani political juggernauts who think they are the kingmakers in the Nigerian politics. Where is the information? And here's the breaking news. The Middle Belt is not part of the North. Yes. And that is the politics Tinubu has understood it, and he has taken it upon himself that since the likes of El-Rufai and since the likes of this Borno guy, Zulum, Shetima, because they are all working in cahoot. You can see that Shetima has been quiet. They know what they are doing. When the likes of Atiku has them as the mole in Tinubu's government, trying to ensure a hitting right from inside like a log of wood with what? With crickets. You get the point? So Tinubu has seen that if I rely on these guys, because I am not ready to do their biddings, I am not ready to be at their beck and call, because I will not watch and allow the Sultan to achieve his agenda, to Islamize, to Fulanize, and of course to Sharianize the whole of South. I am a liberal Muslim, and that is what the Yorubas have always been known for. Understandably, we have some, little Yorubas who are Muslim extremists, but they are in their minority. And we can see how the Sultan has tried to just spark up that religious divide, whereby those minority extremists who live in the Yoruba land have been sort of speaking up, trying to be vocal. But I like what they've done. They've silenced them and they've sent a stern warning to Sultan. In fact, I'm going to get to that point in this my conversation. Let me go back to this issue of El-Rufai. So you can see, Tinubu has seen this and he has said, okay, what are we going to do? What is the weakest link in this Fulani hegemony? And he has seen that the weakest has always been where the attacks has always been recurrent, and that is in the middle belt. And this includes the Plateau, this includes the Nasarawa, this includes Kogi, Niger. Okay, Niger to some extent are defeated because the governor has come out to say that, well, we welcome Fulanis, but the Kogi, the Plateau, the Nasarawa have always said no. We are not in any way related, affiliated, similar. We do not think like those that reject Western education. We are civilized, developed, we are Christians, and we are people who are progressive. We don't want to be stuck in that Muhammad jihadism system of government. We are progressive in nature. We want to be adaptive to the new technologies that is happening around the world. And this is why you see that Tinubu has now opened a developmental commission. He has also pushed some few political agendas, appointing the CBS from Southern Kaduna. The Southern Kaduna people today are beginning to see themselves as a real owner of their territory. They are no longer lost voices. You can see them. Tinubu came out and he has inaugurated a federal government university for Southern Kaduna. These are all games, and these are the things that are throwing the likes of El-Rufai off balance. It is throwing them off balance. They cannot believe what is happening to them. It's more or less like they are confused. Asking the question, you rode on our back of this Muslim ticket. If Tinubu was a Christian, you wouldn't have seen the likes of El-Rufai and so many other people that stood still behind Tinubu during that campaign period. I think why Tinubu remained to be a Muslim all along was just for only this goal to deceive the North. I think that is the only reason why he stood, why he remained, because he doesn't act like a true Muslim. Ever since he became president, we started seeing him going to mosque every Friday, and they make it a photo op thing. You know, they always show it as a photo showcasing. When Tinubu wasn't the president, we hardly seen him in mosques. We only know on paper that he's a Muslim. Most times we see Tinubu going to church. We see him, his wife and his sons, you know. We hardly hear him being a religious, serious follower or a practitioner. What we know is he's a mad Muslim. He doesn't care. No true practicing Muslim that lives in the Hadith and Quran principles that will allow his wife to practice any other religion. It is only in the Yoruba land you will see such. You don't see such in the north. You won't see such in Dubai or Saudi Arabia. It is only in the Yoruba land wherein they practice this liberalized Islamism. And this is why, you know, they felt maybe Tinubu would become, having gained the support of the Sultan and the Fulanis in their large majority. Maybe when he gets there, when they start pushing some religious agenda to him, then maybe they will be able to have that completion of their conquest that they started in 1804. But Tinubu has come out to say that, yes, I saw what Pantani wrote. Pantani, as at 2010, wrote that the jihad must expand into Jos, because Jos seems to be the stopping block, the hurdle, the bottleneck that has been impeding the further expansion of Islam. And this dates even before 2010. But Pantani came out, he wrote a communique with an instruction there that is destructive, that all the religion institution that is not Islam should be taken down, and a small portion of land at the borderline